Oh, hey there. Didn't see ya. Were you here because you wanted to learn how to take apart and reassemble your Beretta 1301 tactical shotgun? If so, then you're in luck, because that's what this video is going to be very soon. But right now I want to make sure you know that this is part of an ongoing series on this shotgun, setting it up for home defense. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, be sure to click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I come out with a new video. If you'd like to help support these efforts in educating people about the 1301 tactical shotgun, then all you have to do is click the link in the description, go to my links, buy cool stuff that you were already going to buy, but just by using my links it helps the channel out, and in a lot of cases you get some exclusive discounts for being a subscriber. If you could do that, that's cool, really appreciate it. If you can't, that's fine, just enjoy this free content that's about to happen right now.
I think that we've already know. Yeah, I think that we've already know. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've already know. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Alright, let's show you how to take apart the shotgun. First off, you got your barrel clamp, magazine clamp. You just loosen these screws, slide it off. That's pretty easy. Then you're going to take the tubular magazine cover, unscrew that, and it's under spring tension if you've done the mod that I've done to get that 7th round in there. So you're going to want to hold the front of it with your finger right here and then relieve that spring tension. Normally there is a plastic cap that goes inside of this to keep the spring in, a spring retainer if you will. That's not there anymore for aforementioned reasons. Then you have your follower. Pops right out there. There's your follower. Set that aside. Then we're going to take off the fore end. Now the fore end you have to be careful with when you're putting it back on, because this ring right here that has that detent that goes click, click, click is an insert, so it can come out. But on the way out, there's no worry of it popping off. So there's your fore end, and there's the little detent we talked about. This insert right here is something that can come off, so just be careful when you're putting this back on. Now, there's a couple ways to do the next part, but either way, in either method, you need to take off your charging handle first. For the charging handle, the rotating bolt needs to move back enough that it clears the opening on the inside and the outside for this key-shaped part of your charging handle. So we're gonna just move this around until we find the sweet spot. There we go. So you can see here, there is a keyhole shape for the hole, and then this is a key, so you can't screw this up. It'll only go in and out one way. And then there's a couple ways, again, you can do this. You can either take the barrel assembly off first and then take off the bolt carrier group assembly, or you can do it all at once. If you do it all at once, there's less binding and it slides off a lot easier. Same thing going back on. So we'll go ahead and take all this off at the same time. And that was way easier. So this is your fixed magazine tube. And then if you want to take this apart anymore, you can. You would just pop out this pin and then you're able to take out your trigger assembly. But as this is kind of a field strip video, we are not going to be doing that today. And then the last thing that you can do is simply separate these two pieces. So now you have your bolt carrier group assembly and spring, recoil spring, guide rods, all that jazz. You can pop out some pins here and take this off and get to your firing pin, all this other stuff, rotating bolt. Fun times if you want to, but this is not that video where we're getting that detailed. Then you have your barrel assembly. You've got your piston. None of this stuff you're supposed to take apart. You're supposed to just leave it like this, self-cleaning. Don't worry about that, but this is your barrel assembly. So now all we're gonna do is just put it back in the same order. So if you wanna keep watching that, you can. Otherwise, do whatever you want. All right, so we'll slide this back in. Get this all situated and aligned back together. Take our magazine tube, slide this on, and then it's sometimes gonna wanna bind up where the spring is. There we go. And line it up with that hole too. Make sure this is lined up here before you start slamming this in. And then there you go. Now, the next thing we're going to do, again, since we're doing this in reverse, the key only goes in the keyhole one way. We're going to try not to drop it. We're going to put this in the hole, and then we're going to wiggle this around, the rotating bolt around, until that hole opens up to where we want it, and pop it in. And then we're going to take our fore end, put this on. Now this is where you want to be careful. Remember, this is an insert, so it can come off if you catch it on those threads. There we go. I think I cleared it. Yep. Slide that back on. Then we'll take our follower. We'll make sure that the cup is up so we can drink out of it, like so. And then we're going to make sure that the bottom of the cup, if we're calling this a cup just for analogy's sake, is going in first. Now we'll take our spring, feed that in. We'll take our magazine tube cover, put that on, and then we will start tightening the cover. It's not coming off now because the threading has started. Hear that ratcheting. Push this back to make sure we're as far back as we can go with the fore end. That's going to push everything else back as well. Make sure this is nice and tight. So now your shotgun has been disassembled and reassembled. Hopefully in the middle you've done your cleaning. Ta-da! I hope you found this video helpful in learning how to take apart and reassemble your Beretta 1301 tactical shotgun. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you have any suggestions for future videos in this ongoing series, let me know there as well. And if you have any prayer requests, that is also where those go. If you'd like to help support the channel, click the link in the description, buy cool stuff, and thank you. And as always, thanks for watching, stay free, and God bless.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We